TV's most wholesome teen sitcom may be the 90s most subversive drama, and the proof lives in 13 specific pressure points. That's what we're counting down today. We'll start with the title's double meaning and end with a fan theory that reframes everything in between. Along the way, a symbol for conformity, a safe space that wasn't, a moral mandate that backfired, and a meta trick that gave one character near divine power. The promise. Each item pays off a question you've had since the laugh track faded. Remember the caffeine pills episode? We are going deeper into the meanings behind it all. Let's get to it.
I'm standing at the edge of tomorrow, and it's all up to me how far I go. I'm standing at
Number 1. The title's dark double meaning. What if Saved by the Bell wasn't about the bell at all, but a promise that trouble won't stick? The title reads like a built-in pardon. Here's the twist. The show tees up real stakes, substances, unstable housing, blended families, then slides out with a joke, a hug, or a freeze-frame morale. Saved by the Bell becomes saved from weight. That pattern didn't happen by accident. Saturday morning strategy prize speed. Set up, soften, reset. Educational, informational goals needed clear takeaways, so producers paired every risk with comedy and a tidy bow. Result. The name doubles as mission statement. You're trained to expect escape hatches, which makes the few lasting hits land harder. If the words promised rescue, the bell itself enforced it. Number 2. The bell as a symbol of conformity. Why does the bell always beat growth? Because at Bayside, sound equals law. The bell hits, tension drops, and everybody files back into order. You see it again and again. A scheme peaks, a protest builds, a rivalry heats. Then the clang. Cut to class. The conflict pauses like a video scrubbed to a mark. That cue enforces time-boxed morality. Crack a joke, state a lesson, restore the lineup before the next scene. Live audience laughs reward the rhythm, and a multi-cam 22-minute frame demands clean beats. TNBC's pace tightened the loop even more. The bell isn't background. It's a metronome of conformity that keeps Bayside safe, tidy, slightly unreal. Then class lets out. To the max. A quick pause before we dive into the next hidden meaning. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We've got even deeper Saved by the Bell theories. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. Number 3. The max as a sacred space. The max looks like safety. Neon, burgers, familiar faces. So why do the messiest choices happen in the booth by the door? Because it's a sanctuary that doubles as a stage. Deals get struck, lies run smooth, and breakups land between fries and a jukebox. The owner-performer vibe turns the room into a live act, with talent shows, teen shifts, and big reveals under bright lights. With few adults hovering, the place enables grand plans that feel low risk. Production logic made it the social arena, a consistent, controllable set that keeps stakes tidy while morals play out. Freedom swaps and performance rules. Look right, play along, reset by credits. Then the music starts. Enter the band. Number 4. The Zack Attack versus the Slater Buster. 2 archetypes, 1 stage. Why does Bayside crown the charming liar over the principled rival? Zack bends rules with a grin and a wink. Slater pushes work, honor, direct talk. The show's mandate says, be honest, but the plot often rewards the con. You watch Zack cheat, hustle, and redirect blame, then land a win, a date, or a soft lecture. Slater's straight arrow stance reads stiff, even when he's right. That's design, not accident. Peter Engel called Zack an incorrigible kid, you'd love anyway, and casting locked in the charm. Sitcom logic prizes disruption for laughs, so chaos gets the spotlight. The moral says do right. The structure says do what works. Then the ledger shifts. Number 5, Lisa Turtle, the material girl with a moral compass. How does a fashion-obsessed friend keep everyone honest? By treating style like standards. Lisa loves labels, but she labels behavior too. She's coded as shallow, yet she's the first to spot schemes that lean on status, money, or social pressure. When a plan targets a classmate who can't push back, Lisa balks. When shortcuts ask friends to trade dignity for gain, she shuts it down. She'll call out markups on people as fast as markups on clothes. Casting Lark Voorhees reshaped the role. Writers leaned into fashion as fluency and gave her boundaries to match. The takeaway is quiet but firm. Want things? Sure, don't sell people out to get them. If Lisa draws lines, Jesse redraws the entire map. Number 6, Jesse Spano, the flawed feminist. Jesse talks justice. So why do her choices keep cutting against her cause? She's the friend who checks language, calls out sexism, and then signs up for the school status game the second it helps her win. That's the knot. Ambition, jealousy, and control slip into the same scenes where she demands better. She lectures a boyfriend about respect, then bends her own rule to secure a lead. She pushes fair play, then undercuts a rival to hold rank. The format speeds it up. 22 minutes, big ideals, quick fixes. That's 90s mainstream feminism under a studio light. Bold, compressed, contradictory. Her cracks don't erase her, they make her honest. Then pressure spikes. Number 7. The caffeine pills episode was deeper than you knew. It's a meme to you, a pressure cooker to her. That episode admits what the show kept dodging. High achiever panic. Not danger from the street. Danger from the calendar, the mirror, the gradebook. Here's the twist. Harder substances were off limits, so caffeine pills took the hit. The restraint sharpened the truth. In the I'm so excited meltdown, every beat reads like an anxiety confession. The need to ace, to look perfect, to keep control. E/I rules forced a softer vice. But that compromise turned the pill into a symbol for overachievement culture. The real addiction wasn't chemicals, it was validation. And for once an adult doesn't punish, he protects. Number 8. Mr. Belding, the accidental father figure. How did a punchline principle become the moral backstop? By shifting from foil to guardian. Early on, he's a joke target. Then he starts absorbing fallout, letting teens make mistakes without breaking them. You see him step in with empathy, hand out measured detentions, and build second chances that stick. He listens first, sets a boundary, and stays present after the apology. That balance turns lectures into coaching. Research notes the role's evolution mattered. A warmer, more humorous take opened room for nuance, mentorship, and real correction. He's the safety net behind the safety net. When the bell fails, Belding catches them. Meanwhile, off-screen chemistry found its own safety net. Number 9, the real-life romances that fueled the drama. When the cast dates, does the writing get sharper or safer? You feel sparks in scenes that suddenly breathe. Flirt banter lands cleaner. Jealous beats burn longer, and hugs linger half a second past sitcom speed. Then scripts steer away from rupture. Here's the twist. On-set chemistry charges the room, but the machine needs harmony. You'll see triangles set up for heat, then diffused with tidy detours. A sudden change of heart, a convenient off-screen fix, a group laugh that resets the board. Retrospective chatter points to producers keeping tone consistent and the ensemble intact, even when real feelings complicated timing. The real heat lives in the subtext. Speaking of subtext, one character breaks reality. Number 10, the fourth wall. God. What do you call a teen who can stop time, narrate outcomes, and nudge fate back on track? You call him the author of the room. Zack's asides and freezes aren't throwaway bits. He halts a fight, pulls you with a glance, then resumes with a plan already slanted his way. He narrates stakes, reframes blame, and edits scenes like a jump cut. You become his co-conspirator, the laugh track becomes cover, and consequences slide. That's meta-comedy turning the lead into a trickster deity. Mischief, charm, and a structural excuse for moral loopholes. If he can rewrite reality, what stops him? Only the show's demand for a wholesome end. Which brings us to the rulebook that quietly wrote the drama. Number 11, the show's secret wholesomeness mandate. The real villain isn't a person, it's a rule. Be moral, be brief, be fun. That mandate shapes every beat you hear and every lesson you're handed. E/I demands want clear answers. Teen life rarely gives them. Writers split the difference, stretching scenes to squeeze in jokes, a confession, a hug. You feel the wobble, Heavy setups resolve with a circle up apology, quick forgiveness, and a reset before credits. TNBC's live audience pace narrows tone. Set stakes, land laughs, exit clean. Spin-offs kept that flavor. Occasional primetime arcs breathed longer, but the spine stayed tidy. The twist? Neat lessons spotlight the mess they can't contain. And under that pressure, the cast started pushing truth into the cracks. Number 12. The cast found their voice. When archetypes start talking like people, the mask slips. You hear it in the throwaway beats, the sigh before a punchline, the pause after an apology. Suddenly, stock types sound lived in. Early episodes lean broad. Then line reads sharpen. Side glances carry blame. And timing gives scenes a second meaning. A smug grin turns into doubt. A joke lands, but the eyes say, not solved. Humor sands a harsh beat and leaves a bruise. Casting evolution helps. Slater's identity widens beyond Jock. Lisa's polish gains spine, and a warmer Belding softens authority without losing it. Performance becomes protest. The actors sneak in truth the format can't say out loud, which sets up a theory. Number 13. The darkest fan theory. What if the fourth wall trick is a clue? The fan theory says Zack isn't just clever. He's narrating from the edge, or not here at all. Time stops on command. Outcomes tilt his way. Conflicts reset like a dream that refuses to end. Wish fulfillment, neat morals, a world orbiting one teen. Read as denial, not luck. Trust the logic. If he can pause life, who's pressing play? Now weigh it without overclaiming. Other shows use unreliable reality as a frame. The revival even floats a consequence-proof Zack in Office, extending the fantasy. You don't have to buy the theory to feel its point. Safety plays like a shield from pain. Leave the bell ringing. What did it save them from? And at what cost? The rule that promised clean morals built the show's grit. Comedy became confession. Truth leaked out between resets, like notes scribbled in the margins that the bell couldn't erase. You felt it in the gaps. Jokes that stalled, lessons that didn't quite seal, characters who wanted more than the format allowed. If this cracked open Bayside for you, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment with the moment that finally felt too neat to be true. I want to hear your pick. Next time you hear that bell, ask what it's ending and what it's hiding. Then listen for what survives the ring.